again, it's Lesley here from Elegant Edges. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK, and I'm talking to you again today about Celebration, the special freebie event from Stampin' Up. Last time I used a beautiful paper kit called Flight Airy, and I loved it so much I've made another card with it today. So very similar projects because it's just so beautiful. I have to keep playing with it. So I'm using the Flight Airy, which is a whole paper set free with a £45 order, and also there we are, I'll put a little marker in it. Softly Sophisticated, which is a kind of double freebie. You get a stamp set and an embossing folder, and because it's a double one, it's a £90 order that's required. Brilliant. The whole book is fantastic. All the offers are just wonderful. So do go online, and down below underneath the video there will be a link. You can go online to my Stampin' Up area, and you can see the catalogue, you can see all the things that you can get with orders. So I would love you not to miss out on some free product from Stampin' Up, because it's their normal high quality, wonderful. So that's that. So I'm still suffering with stiff fingers, so I've got everything prepared so that I don't have to kind of struggle with the cameras on. I struggle on my own, that's one thing. So let me just sort this out, and then I'll show you the card that I'm going to be making. So as before, this is the 3D embossing folder. Okay, the Softly Sophisticated, absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to put that to one side. This is some of the paper, okay, and I've already scored it. The measurements will be on my blog so that I don't get them wrong. And this is one of those cards where you see both sides of the paper. Brilliant. So this is one I made earlier, so you can see it. Okay, got the beautiful Flight Airy paper there, and you can see the back too. So you get this lovely sort of truncated diamond pattern on the front. And like last time, I'd also kept an example of one that I'd done before with the favoured flowers. And you can see I've got half flowers on the inside, and this time I've got half birds on the inside. So this is what we're going to be making. So I'm just going to put that up there, or not, down here. So first of all, we need a piece of card. I'm using Flirty Flamingo, and it's approximately a quarter of a sheet, whatever your size is where you come from. So for me, it's 4 1/8, and I'm using 5 1/2, and then the measurements work in England and the US. I've got the metric on my blog, so don't worry. So this piece of designer series paper is slightly narrower, as you can see, so it's going to fit on there. So this one is 5 1/4, and it's the full 12 inches going across. So I've scored it already down here at 2 inches, at 4 inches. We didn't need a 6, at 8 and 10, so really could not be easier. So metric 5, 10, 20, 25. I can work that out. Fold it and burnish it well. So the first thing we're going to do is to put some glue and stick it down on there. Okay. I like my wet glue. I can have a little wiggle and get it right. There we go. Aren't these birds cute? Absolutely gorgeous. Now, I probably would have been better waiting until I'd done something else first, but you know, if this happens to you, we can do this. We can make it work. So I'm going to measure down on the outside edge 2 inches. So that's the same as the width here. And I'm going to measure down on this side 2 inches. Just a little pencil mark. Then I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Up trimmer that I use for absolutely everything, all my scoring, all my cutting. And I'm going to put that pencil mark in the channel. This is the cutting and scoring channel. And I'm going to put the fold line where it's scored further down. Try and get it exact. Okay. That's the scoring blade. I don't need that one. This is my cutting blade. I'm going to cut that off and I'm going to keep that. It's important, don't lose it. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Going to go from the score line. So score line in the top, pencil mark in the bottom. Make sure they're lined up. Cut. Keep the little piece. Okay. That's the tricky bit done. So what we're going to do now with the bits that we've cut off is to stick them on top of the folded back of the gatefold part of the designer series paper. So glue on the right side, not too near the edges. Oh, I'm going to sneeze again. Oh, excuse me. So stick it down, and it gives the impression that you've cut all the sides of the paper, when in fact all you've done is layer the bottom. So it's a bit sneaky, really. It just, as I say, gives the impression. Okay. So far so good. Right, now what we have to do is to find our focal element. And inside. So I'm going to do the inside first. So here, instead of having a piece of basic white that covers all that paper, it's far too pretty. So I've got a decal rectangle. So this is my set of decal rectangle dies. And you can see I've chosen this one here. So from the biggest, 1, 2, 3, fourth one down. I love these dies. So versatile. I'm really careful to put them away each time so I don't lose any. So on here, I'm going to use, I showed last time, where I fussy cut from the designer series paper. On the edges you get sort of part birds, so I've kept those. I fussy cut them out, and I'm going to have a little one down here, and I'm just going to stick him on the edge. Now I might yet have another little bough or little branch to go at the top. Just move him up a little bit. Doesn't matter if you see a little bit of the decal. That's it. When I cut some more birds, I'm sure I'll have a few more flowers, and I can just add those to the top because I thought that looked really pretty. So there are my score lines. I'm going to try and get it in the centre, top and bottom, and side to side. Just whatever looks pleasing to your eye. Try not to cover up too much of those birds. There we are. I think it looks quite like that one. I like that. Now for my focal point, as I did before, I've embossed a piece of card. It's a square of card turned diagonally. Makes it look a bit flashier. And I could use that, or I could use blue. Last time I used Flirty Flamingo twice. This time, I'm going to do it in blue, just because I can. And notice my poor little bird, he's got Flirty Flamingo on his chest. Just double check what I'm doing, make sure I still like it. Such a pity I've got to cover this little chappy up. Yes, I think the blue. So my Tombow, my wet glue, on the back, a very small border. There's only an 1/8 of an inch difference, so a nice tiny border. And I'm going to stick this down. I'm only going to stick it on that half. I'm not going to go right up to the diagonal. Not too close to the edge. Okay, so we try and get this in the middle. Points on the edge of the gatefold. Just a little tiny gap there, so that's fine. Just have a look on the back. No glue, that's good. On here, with my Take Your Pick tool, I'm going to use dimensionals again. I've chosen the small ones because some of these little bits at the edge are quite tiny, and the small ones fit so much better. They're nice and strong, so they usually stay put, which is always good to know. Oh dear, croaky today. I don't suppose you can see me, no, but I'm wearing my lovely Stampin' Up apron that I got at a team event. I don't think you can buy them. These were sort of promotional items that were given away to my team leader, who very kindly shares some of them with us. So she will be pleased to know I'm using my Stampin' Up apron for stamping. And of course, because I've got an apron on, I didn't drop my ink pad down me, did I? So I thought for this I would use You're In My Thoughts, and that is part of the Softly Sophisticated stamp bundle, the one that comes with the embossing folder as part of a celebration in the £90 order. So free, how good is that? Okay, beautiful. I love it with the sentiments when you can see through and you can see exactly where you're stamping. So a couple more of these. That's my snips. I think I might just snip a couple of the edges and put those on. There we go. Can't waste any of these edges. Ooh. There we go. One more. So You're In My Thoughts. We're going to go on top. Ooh. Good job I stopped there. Now this, I'll show you, is going to hang off the end. So I really did not need to put dimensional hanging off the end. So I'm going to move that over. That was lucky, wasn't it? So You're In My Thoughts. Just like that. Goes on there. Okay, I'll find some dimensionals, not some dimensionals, some embellishments afterwards, like I have done on here. Some iridescent rhinestones to pop on. And there we are. A really simple card that just lets the designer series paper show through for the focal image and the actual paper front, the card front itself. So I hope you enjoyed that. Ever so quick. It's only been 15 minutes. Lovely and simple to do. So if you enjoyed it, could you please give me a thumbs up, because it makes a big difference. If you like it, subscribe to my channel and hop over to my blog at www. Now this is all one word coming up, elegantedges.co.uk. It'll be down below, and all the cutting list will go up probably about an hour after the video. Okay. If you see me on social media, on Facebook or on Instagram, do give me a like. It makes a huge difference. So thanks a lot. Bye.